Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Joe Ellis. I'm a professional wedding and portrait photographer in Dallas, Texas. And I'm coming to you today because I want to talk about my two favorite things about the new firmware update for Olympus cameras. So I wanted to mention these because I was just out on my first shoot with these cameras after they've been updated, and a couple of things just really helped, and I want everyone to know about it. So if you haven't read through the list of things that have been changed on the EM1 Mark II, there's a whole laundry list of stuff. But for my work, there were two things that really made a pretty big impact on shooting with these cameras. So the first one is that up until now, it's been a little bit up in the air as to which magnification to look at when you're reviewing images to get the most accurate representation of what your file looks like. Well, now Olympus has given us a 1-to-1 pixel readout on the screen, so we can essentially zoom into 100% and do so with just one kind of button move or wheel move, and be able to really evaluate the sharpness of our photos quickly and easily in the field. And so I want to show you guys how to set that up real quick. So what you want to do is just update your camera, and a couple of quick notes on that. Make sure you update the updater, the software that's being used to update the camera. Make sure that's current before you start, and then make sure you have a full battery, and just follow the instructions very exactly, and it should take no time at all. Also, make sure you're using the cable that came in the box with your camera. I think that's the safest way to go. Okay, so once that's all done, it should take 5 minutes. The two things that I really like about this are, number one, the zooming in feature. So if I fire my camera up and we bring up the menu, let me make sure I'm square on top. Okay, so in the gear icon under section D2, you'll find it says Playback Magnification default setting, and you want to go into that, and then you want to pick equally value, which I don't know why they call these things what they do, but equally value is 100% magnification. And so once you set that, and then you go to playback an image. I have a card in here right now. I don't have a card. Let me grab a card and I'll be right back. All right, I've got a card in the camera now, and so I just pulled up an image, and I'll make sure we're good up here. Yeah, okay, so you play back an image, and then once you set up equally value in the gear icon D2, then you just rotate your back command dial one time, boom, and you're actually looking at a 1-to-1. And if you see right here in the corner of the screen, it actually says 1:1, just to remind you, looking at a 1-to-1. So then you can quickly see if your picture's in focus, tack sharp, got any motion blur, so on and so forth. This is awesome when you're shooting wide open a lot and you just want to be able to quickly check your focus. So that's number one. The second thing that came with the firmware update that's really made a pretty good impact for me is the small AF points. So normally speaking, when you pull up the AF grid, here I actually got the small one set. You pull up the AF grid, it looks like this. So you have this array of points that are the best autofocus points that the camera has. Well, the problem is that sometimes, especially when you're shooting with these fast 1.2 primes, that focus point can be a little bit too large if you're trying to nail something at 1.2, or if something's a little bit further away or obstructed by something else. If the camera can grab anything inside that green circle that's closer than what you actually want, it may grab that instead. So they've given us extra small AF points. So all you have to do is just go to your super control panel, make sure I'm square there, and then you'll punch into the points, and then if you roll the front command dial on the camera, the front one, you can go between normal size and small size. And so I'm experimenting with this as to whether or not to use it all the time. But right now I'll tell you that I was out on a shoot, and with the 45 1.2, you're just able to lock on somebody's eye that much better than you would if you had the smaller point, where it may grab something in front, cheek, nose, hair, whatever it might be. That small AF point can be small enough that it really grabs exactly what you want to be in focus. So those are my two favorite things. I know there's a whole host of other stuff. I would definitely go and check it out. Focus stacking and all that kind of good stuff, better continuous autofocus. So if you haven't updated your camera, I would definitely do it. Please follow the instructions very closely, because you don't want to brick your camera. by making a mistake there. But I think this is totally worthwhile, has some awesome new features, and it's incredible that Olympus is giving us this as kind of a bonus after we've already had and been using the camera such a long time. So that's it for me, guys. Really quick update, but get out there, update your firmware, let me know what you think, and we'll talk about it in the comments. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon. Oh, don't forget to subscribe, notification bell, all that kind of good stuff. And if you need to reach me, josephmark.com, Instagram, josephmarkphoto, PHOTO. Talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.